You know, everybody can say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I can say I've done it, and that's very good. Why is he in this race? You know, yeah, he was governor of New York. He seems like a nice guy, but he's been out of office for 8 years. We have 1 million candidates. Why is he there? Well, let me tell you seriously why I am here. There are 2 things I know about 2016. We have to win the race. It is that simple. We cannot nominate somebody and think the job is over because we love our nominee. We have got to nominate someone who will actually beat Hillary Clinton and be the next president of the United States. And you know, I don't think there's a person in this room who doesn't understand Mitt Romney would have been a far better president than Barack Obama. No question about it. But he didn't win. He didn't win. So we have to win the next race. And the second thing is we have to elect someone who isn't just going to talk about all the things they're going to do, but actually go out there and get it done. Do the job. You know, 2 of our leading candidates today never held public office. And part of the reason is Republicans, Americans are fed up with politicians. Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do that. But nothing seems to change. And it's I'm sure it's hard to change things in Washington, but we need to elect someone who isn't just going to talk about what they're going to do. When they have the chance to lead this country, they have got to be able to actually change government in a dramatic and important way. So why am I running? Well, I got elected in New York 3 times in a state with 3 million more Democrats. You know, if that doesn't matter, maybe I shouldn't be in the race. I got reelected twice with the largest margins for any Republican ever in the history of New York State. If that doesn't matter, maybe I shouldn't be in the race. I got a plurality of the Dominican and Puerto Rican vote in New York State, and the Latino vote is critical for the next race. If that doesn't matter, perhaps I shouldn't be in the race. And by the way, I ran as an unabashed conservative. I didn't just run on the Republican line. I ran on the Republican and Conservative Party line, and I'm the only person in the history of New York State elected governor running as a conservative. So if those things don't matter, if we nominate somebody we love but can't win the race, then maybe I shouldn't be in the race. But I am in the race because if I get the nomination, let me tell you one thing, I will beat Hillary Clinton in November of 2016. And the second point is getting things done. You know, I didn't just hold office for 12 years. I changed and put in place the most sweeping conservative agenda of any state in America. When I took office, we were the most dangerous state in America. When I left, we were the 4th safest. If that doesn't matter, maybe I shouldn't be in the race. When I took office, we were dead last in taxes, had the lowest credit rating, and $5 billion in debt when it mattered, $5 billion. When I left, we had the highest credit rating in the state's history, billions in surplus. And by the way, I had cut taxes by $143 billion, more than the other 49 states combined. If that doesn't matter, maybe I shouldn't stay in this race. But I think it does matter. And most importantly, our party has always been about replacing dependency with opportunity. Their party, big government, great policies to support and help the poor. So many policies to help the poor, they end up creating more of them. And when I took office in New York, 1 in 11 of every man, woman, and child in the state of New York was on welfare. When I left office, we had over 1 million fewer people on welfare and the lowest unemployment rate in the history of New York State. If that doesn't matter, maybe I shouldn't be in the race. But I think it does matter. We need to nominate someone who can win, and when they win, can change the direction of Washington.